acknowledge you sound like you woke up 1 minute ago.
Yes. Okay, so we're finally here, Lord of the Tachyon Galaxy. This is the set that everyone says is the beginning of modern Yu-Gi-Oh! There's 4 cards in particular in here that are the reason people say that. We'll get to those. They're in the rare slot, which means we're going to pull them. So, you know, oh joy. But first, we'll start off here with the secret rares. Mecha Phantom Beast Dracosac, definitely the best one here. It's a rank 7 monster. Any two rank 7 monsters, doesn't matter their type, their attribute. And what it does is you can detach a material to spawn 2 Mecha Phantom Beast tokens, and while a token is on the field, it can't be destroyed. You can also tribute a Mecha Phantom Beast monster, including those tokens, to destroy a card your opponent controls. When you're out of tokens, it can tribute itself to do that as well, which is really, really good. It's also just got great stats on top of that, you know, 26, 22. It's absolutely just a great card, and it's a big part of the reason why the deck this set created was even better than it should have been. Pinpoint Guard's pretty cool, like Call the Haunted, except you do it on like attack declaration, and the guy you reborn, it becomes indestructible for the turn, which is pretty cool. Totem Bird is a cool spell, Trap Negate, but it's specifically only for level 3 wind monsters. Maybe a bit hard to pull off. The ultra rares here, they're honestly some hits and misses. The best card generically is definitely Gauntlet Launcher, any 2 level 6 monsters, and not once per turn. You can attach a material to destroy a monster your opponent controls. So this can just kill 2 guys instantly and then attack, which is really, really good. Just being generic too is just fantastic. 2400 and 2800 defense is just, you know, just a great stat line in general, honestly. If you can make it, Constellar Omega is not bad. It can make itself immune to spells and traps, or even all your Constellar monsters, but I don't really see you having a field full of Constellar monsters. Harpy Channeler is great support, but good luck pulling enough of the new Harpy support to make this work. Mecha Phantom Beast Hamstrat is really cool. It can make 2 Mecha Phantom Beast tokens and also tribute those tokens to revive your other Mecha Phantom Beasts, but again, it's an ultra. You're probably not going to see this if you are trying to build that deck. In the super rares, some of the standouts here are Mega Raptor for the Mecha Phantom Beasts, contribute a token to Search. Medalche Hootcake, one of the best Medalche cards, and also a really good card in the Raccoon deck. This will banish a monster from your graveyard and then special summon a Medalche from your deck. In the actual Medalche deck, what you want to get with this is Message Gelato, which will trigger because you control Hootcake. You can just search for any Medalche spell trap, which is a really, really good little combo you can do. Hysteric Sign is a very, very fucked up card. It's a continuous spell, and when you activate it, you get to add Elegant Egotist to your hand. The second effect of this card, so you can't use both effects in one turn, but that doesn't matter. Most of the time, you kind of just want to resolve the second effect. So, in the end phase of the turn, this card is destroyed. You get to add 3 Harpies from your deck to your hand. So you just get to go plus a billion in the end phase because 1 card left the field. It's honestly very, very silly. Say, like, I don't know, you Scrap Dragon this or something. That's just very, very fucking stupid. But again, it's like the Channeler down below. It's kind of hard to pull enough of the Harpy stuff to make this really, really pop off. One card that will pop off if it is pulled is Sacred Sword of the 7 Stars. You banish a level 7 monster from your hand and draw 2 cards, so it's like a Destiny draw for banishing. Now, banishing is usually a lot worse, but all of the cards in this set, 4 of them in particular, these 4 I've been mentioning, they all trigger when they're banished, and they all plus you when they're banished. So this card basically reads, you know, go +1, thin your deck by 3. It's very, very stupid. It's an auto-include if you're on that deck in particular. So we're going to cut the bullshit here. The deck we're talking about is, of course, the Dragon Rulers. These cards are iconic. They completely destroyed the game. Led to a tier 0 format. This was pretty much the only deck you could play outside of maybe Spellbook, and Spellbook could only be played because it could sometimes beat Dragon Ruler if they weren't ready for it. These are all just ridiculous. They all share a lot of things. They're all level 7 dragon monsters. They're Earth, Water, Fire, and Wind. Their stats do vary. The biggest defense is on Redox 3k. The biggest attacker is Blaster, which is why we definitely want to pull some of him. But they all summon themselves by banishing two monsters of a combination of something with the same attribute as them and dragon. So for Redox, you can banish 2 dragons or 2 earth monsters or a dragon and earth monster or whatever. Any combination of those traits. And the same goes for all the rest. So, you know, water and dragons, fire and dragons, and wind dragons. They also all have an effect when you discard them and a monster with the same attribute. So Redox, discard it and an earth to reborn any monster from your graveyard, which can, if you already have a monster in your graveyard, when you do this, you can reborn the same card you discarded. So this can basically also read just special summon a card from your hand, which is very, very fucking stupid. Tidal is Foolish Burial. Discard it in the water, send any monster from your deck to your graveyard. Really, really dumb. Blaster, discard it in the fire to destroy any card in the field. And Tempest, probably one of the most abusable if you pull the right stuff. Discard it in the wind monster to search for any dragon monster in the game. Now, it's a good thing they've never printed any good dragon cards. We're going to see some fucking bullshit with this card. And then the last effect on all of these is, I forgot to say as well, the banishing to summon themselves, that can be done in hand or in grave. It's very dumb because you will discard one for the effect of another, and then that one in the grave that you discarded just as cost for something else can then reborn itself by banishing something else, and then that other one will trigger when it's banished, because they all trigger when they're banished, to add a dragon of the same type as themselves. These cards are just ridiculous. They do so many things. The only negative effect on all of these is if you special summon them at the end of your opponent's turn, they go back to your hand, but that doesn't matter because you're going to have swung for game or made a synchro or an Xyz monster with them. They just do everything. They're insane. You obviously want to pull as many of these as possible, though you don't need 3 of each. It's going to be very hard to pull these. Like, if you want exactly 3 of each, you have to pull exact rares out of a 36 pack box that we do. It's not going to happen. You're going to get some of this other stuff in here too. And there are other cards in here worth talking about. One of them is Mechaphantabeast Tetherwolf. When you normal this, you make a token. It's a great kind of starter for the Mechaphantabeast deck. It can tribute that token to go to 25 in the damage step, which is pretty good. Or is it 22? It gets bigger anyway. Also, when we hit Link Era, this is a generic Link 2 with 1 normal summon, which can be really relevant. It's going to be a while before that happens, but it's worth keeping in mind. Ice Beast Zero Fine, you can make those into Winged Beasts. More support for the Harpy deck. This can just detach a material, negate everything on the field, and gain 300 for every face-up card in the field. This thing can just get huge and just turn off the board. If your opponent's on like a continuous kind of stall deck, like something like we've seen before, where you're using continuous spells and traps and face-up defensive monsters to like just kind of grind out the game, this just says no, I'm going to turn that all off and get huge. It's just very, very funny card, but again, you have to be on Winged Beasts to do this. Battle and Boxer Lead Yoke. This might be the kind of surprise winner from this set. This is the rarest monster in the archetype. It's a rare. All the others are commons in here. Very, very easy to pull the entire deck, and Lead Yoke is honestly quite scary to deal with in a limited card pool. It's 2200, but every time a material is detached from it, it gains 800. Every time it would be destroyed, a non-activating effect, just detach a material instead. It's a replacement effect. So it doesn't matter where in the chain it's happening, it doesn't matter just what the fuck's going on. If they're targeting it, if they're doing a board wipe, just attach material instead of destroying it, and then it'll trigger in a new chain, it'll gain 800. So it'll go to 3k and then 38, which 38, I don't think we've ever had something come out that is bigger than that. Probably, maybe it's happened one time, maybe like, oh, the Chimera tech against fucking Adam or something like that. But that's like a one-time thing. We're never summoning things that are over 38 in a normal game. Especially on things that can protect themselves before they get there. If you do pull 3 of these and you're able to just do a grindy little boxer core, you might just accidentally win a week. Here are the short prints. There's one great card for the Dragon Rulers, Dragon Carnation. You just flip this up and add back any banished dragon to your hand, because they all banish stuff for cost and trigger when they're banished. A few of them are going to end up in the banished zone. Getting just one of those back to hand, say in your opponent's end phase, to set yourself up for the next turn. It's just kind of great. This is also just a great card to have set to maybe bait out removal if they go for an MST on this. You don't really lose anything because you just get to chain it in response and get your card anyway. So it's very, very nice. The Ghost Rare here is Galaxy Tachyon Dragon. It's 2 level 8s, which can be hard to do. Depends on your deck, honestly. Sometimes you can actually make this surprisingly easily. You can basically just negate everything on the field and just swing for game. It's not amazing. There's better rank 8 monsters, but it's absolutely worth getting if you can get it. Okay, and here in the comments, you'll see, here's the entire Battle of Boxer. Headgeared, who will Foolish a Battle and Boxer when you summon him, and once per turn, while an attack, he can't be destroyed by battle. Pretty good. Glassjaw's 2k, but when he's targeted for an attack, he just fucking dies instantly, which kind of lives up to the name. But when he's sent to the grave by a card effect, which includes his own effect, you get to add back a Bedlam Boxer from your graveyard to your hand, which is pretty cool. You can get back stuff like the Sparrer, who will special himself from hand when you have a Bedlam Boxer, and Switch Hitter, who's one of the best ones, where when you normal summon him, you special a Bedlam Boxer from your graveyard. But I think then you could only attack or special summon Bedlam Boxers for the rest of the turn. I can't quite remember the exact wording on that. Counterpunch is like a Colute, but it also works in the graveyard, which is pretty cool. The main problem with it is it is level 3, so you can't use it to make yugioh, which is kind of what you want to be doing 99% of the time. If you pull 3 of each of these and maybe 1 or 2 counterpunch, you pretty much have the whole deck. There's another common in here that I think is actually great in the deck too, that I don't know if everyone is quite aware of. That common is Xyz Block. When your opponent activates a monster effect, you get to activate this, detach an Xyz material from a monster you control, so your yugioh, negate and destroy their card, and then new chain, your yugioh will trigger because he lost a material, and you just basically make your guy bigger and destroy their normal summon. It's kind of a really cool little card. I think people won't be ready for this. I'm kind of maybe thinking I'll take advantage of this at some point. I feel like I'm just going to be on dragons this week at least, and then we'll probably ban them all. Shark Fortress, a pretty cool card for enabling OTKs. You can detach a material and target a monster, and it can attack twice, and on your opponent's turn they can only attack this if you control it, which means if you have 2 Shark Fortress, they're kind of watt-locked, they can't attack both of them. King of the Feral Imps. This is pretty cool in like rank 4 focus decks. You can detach material, add a reptile monster from your hand. So normally we didn't really have, widely played reptile monsters, but we did get Kage Kage this season, which means, you overlay 2 level 4s, usually losing a monster, but with this you can detach material, gain back one of those extra cards you lost, because 2 guys make 1, but then this gets you the other guy back. And it kind of sets up for your next Xyz play. You can go King of the Feral Imps, and if it lives next turn you make another King of the Feral Imps with that Kage Kage and something else. I'd say you got something like Star Drawing in there on top of it. You can also be drawing cards and even actually going plus off these sort of plays. Pretty good card to play in like a slow kind of control / mid-range shell. So you're gonna see there's more dragons. There's actually more of them. I was joking up above. There is not only 4 of them. There's actually 8 of these dragons in this set. These are the baby versions of the dragons up above. You can discard these and any monster with the same attribute or a dragon, and you'll special summon the big one directly from the deck. Now it can't attack, but you're special summoning a level 7 dragon monster from your deck. You can then use it as synchro material and then banish it from the graveyard, and it hasn't used its own effect that turn. So it's going to trigger and add another thing to your hand, including this guy, to maybe set up and do the exact same thing again next turn. Now, one thing about the dragon deck is every effect is a hard once per turn, and for the big dragons you can only use one of their effects per turn. So it's actually quite difficult to play the deck very well, because you need to be managing, okay, I've used the banish effect on Redox that turn. That means if I banish another one, it won't trigger. It also means I cannot summon the Redox in my hand because that is an activated effect, which means I should probably discard that for some other dragon's effect. And then one other thing this deck can do is we got this card quite a while ago called Super Rejuvenation. And what Super Rejuvenation does is that in the end phase of your turn, for every dragon you tributed or discarded, which you're going to do a lot in this deck, you draw a card. So it's quite easy to just, at minimum, go +3 in the end phase, +4, just draw a billion cards. Sometimes you'll draw into another Super Rejuvenation and it's a quick play. So you just do it again, and you draw 3 or 4 more cards, and you do it again. And then discard the hand size, and your deck is full of every Dragon Ruler, and you have a Draco Sack on the field, and your opponent now has to play into that. It's very, very silly. But what's also quite funny is this card right here, Mind Drain, actually completely shuts down the deck, assuming you're able to go first and resolve this and keep it on the field. This is skill drain for the hand, so you can't get the discard effects off these guys. You can't summon the Dragon Rulers from hand. All you can do is summon them from the graveyard or trigger their banished effects. You can't do anything else. This, I don't think it's worth playing. I genuinely think it's bait, and if someone plays something else, this card is absolutely nothing. But it's very funny. So yes, actually a lot to talk about in this set, and it's actually going to shake up the game. All we can do is kind of see what happens. Okay, so this is the week, apparently. These are all nothing very funny that I cannot stop pulling copies of Avarice. For the main set, we do have the last Hidden Arsenal set. There's my boy, Gemini Master Diamond. You love to see it. There's another Master Diamond immediately in the second pack. Ouroboros and Nightmare. Nightmare's really, really good. Tin Goldfish, a quite good card, would be great if we still had gadgets, but alas, we do not. Ophion is a fantastic card, another Nightmare as well. Laval Chain. Oh, fuck. Get some Lazulis. That maybe makes Gem Knight slightly more playable, but probably still not great. Salamandra is like Bazoo 2. Mandragora is a good card. Seraphonite's a great card. Another Ouroboros. Third Master Diamond, there's a Tin Goldfish. Zirconia is my boy. Another Seraphonite, another Tin Goldfish. Infestation, Infection. Infestation, Pandemic. Another Zirconia. Some Constellars. Priespe. Nightmare. Digusto Emerald, that's a great pickup. Thunderbird. Ophion again. Another Ophion. Bahamut. And Emerald again. And then we have our 24 packs of Lord of the Tachyon Galaxy. Sorry, 36 packs of Lord of the Tachyon Galaxy. So the rares are the most important, probably, pulls of the entire season. All of the Dragon Rulers are rare, as well as all of the important cards for the other archetypes in here. So this will be a very hit or miss or insane box. So Headgeared and Counterpunch and Switch Hitter are all great Battle Boxer cards. Harpy's Pet Phantasmal Dragon, bit of a shitter to be quite honest. Okay, pack number 2. We have fuck all. We have one of the small Dragon Rulers here. Some more Fire Fist Monsters. Another Counterpunch, so that's 2 of those. So there's the Water small one and the Wind one as well. There's a Spar. Leopard, I think, is also a good Fire Fist monster. More Boxers and an Aerial Recharge. Still no Dragon Rulers. There's a Tetherwolf, that is one of the better normal summons that isn't Dragon Ruler. Where are my dragons? There's a Yugioh. That is the second best strategy probably in this box, is the Battling Boxers. You just make this guy, he's huge and he doesn't die. Another Headgear, another Switch Hitter. But again, would like to see some Dragon Rulers. There's a Blaster, that's our first Dragon Ruler, and Blaster is the best one to have if you want to play Battling Boxers. There's the small Blaster. King of the Feral Imps, also a pretty good card. There's a Tempest, that's our second one, so now we have 1 fire, 1 wind. My doorbell is ringing. There's a second Yugioh. There's a Redox, so we have 1 earth, 1 wind, 1 fire. I would like to start doubling up on some of these and also see a Tidal sometime soon. Second Blaster is pretty good, another Stream. Oh, that's huge! Gauntlet Launcher is amazing. This makes playing Magical Scientist a certainty. Summon Scientist, summon 2 level 6s, overlay for this, destroy 2 cards, and then slap the Gaia Dragon that we have on top of us. Just honestly an incredible pull. Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon. Have to always get the cover card. Okay, getting a little worried here. We're over halfway through and we only have 4 Dragon Rulers total. That's very bad, just so you know. You want 12? Okay, there's a second Earth, so we have, what was that, 2 Blaster, 2 Earth, and a Wind, I think. Still no Tidal. There's the Tidal. Okay, so I've at least one of all of them, which is something I think to be happy about. Second Tidal, and also a Scramble, which is not the best card. Drag Cardation, also actually quite a good one. I haven't noticed this on other packs, but I might have pulled it. It's only a common after all. Rank up Magic Barion's Force. I'm not, this is a fucking essay, I'm not reading all that, but do I have two of all of them except for Tempest? Third Yugioh, another Counterpunch. Ooh, Mega Raptor is a really good Mega Phantom Beast, but I haven't pulled many of the Tetherwolf. We do get another chance to pull some of these in the Mega Tins for this year, which will be opening when they do release. It's a few weeks away. But For now, I'm not quite sure if Mega Phantom Beast is an option, especially not if I don't pull Draco Sack. There's a second Tempest, so now I have 2 of everything. That's honestly quite good. I can't really complain about that. We do have, I think, 3 or 4 more packs now. Evoswarm Kirkion is actually quite a good card. Big Whale. That's what you don't want to see. Cheer Girl, also one of the stinkers. Duck Fighter. This card is in your hand to give you tribute tokens. These levels equal 3 or more special. So interesting. By interesting, I mean bad. That is not a good card. So last pack here. Can we get something crazy in the last one? We never do, but second Tetherwolf, I won't complain. Maybe this is my third Tetherwolf. I'll have to do a quick recount and see. Yeah, overall, I don't think I can complain. Obviously, I didn't get any of the big hits like Draco Sack, but you know, I pulled a decent amount of Mega Phantom Beast monsters. I pulled at least, I think I pulled exactly 2 of every Dragon Ruler, and I pulled the entire Battle and Boxer deck. So, honestly, we're pretty happy with that. We'll save it the collection. We will download the draft, and we'll get into the deck builder now and see what the fuck we come up with. So, you know, when you pull 8 billion Dragon Rulers, you're kind of forced to play Dragon Rulers. We got 2 of everything, which, you know, I will absolutely not complain about. Especially those 2 Redoxes. I really am happy about those. I think Redox, low-key the best one, at least at this point in the game. God, I don't even know where to begin. Okay, so we're on 2 of all the big dragons, and then we're specifically on 3 of the wind little one, 3 of the earth little one, but then only 2 of the water and fire ones. The main kind of reasoning for this is, for the wind one, I have the other wind dragons to discard, so this is usually live a lot more. For the Redox, we have extra earth targets, so I kind of wanted to, you know, get as many of those as possible, because honestly, I'm prioritizing resolving Redox the most. Tidal, I kind of care about the least in this at the moment, so I'm only on 2 of him with the 2 baby. To be quite honest, a lot of these ratios I'm still uncertain of. It's really hard to kind of get this deck in a state that is consistent. The lines I kind of usually have to make up on the fly, and a big problem with that is I don't have any good rank 7 monsters. I have one rank 7 monster, and it's the one that is designed to be cheated out over rank 5 and 6 monsters. So all it is just a big piercer. At the same time, you know, I can't complain too much, and just as kind of a backup plan, we are on the Magical Scientist. We can get this with the 1-for-1, and then on the alternative target, we can get this just in case we have nothing else. But the Scientist is going to make 2 level 6s, and it's going to make Gauntlet Launcher with that, and then off the Gauntlet Launcher, we can overlay it for Gaia Dragon. What's really cool about this play is it can put multiple elements in the grave at the same time, so, you know, fire, earth, and here's another earth, and also a wind. And then say this dies, we have kind of, you know, 1 of each in the graveyard to kind of banish off of our Dragon Rulers. Some of the kind of combo pieces in here that I'm playing that aren't really traditional, there's 3 DD Sprites. This is a super rare, just happened to pull 3 of these. It can banish the Dragon Rulers. So the whole idea is I'm going to pitch a baby and a dragon, summon a Dragon Ruler from the deck, and then banish that Dragon Ruler to special the DD Sprite. That Dragon Ruler will trigger, it'll add another dragon from my deck to my hand, and now then I do kind of need some form of extension. I probably won't have normal at that stage yet. I can at least go maybe into like a magical android or something, but I'm setting up my graveyard. That kind of version of this deck, it can take a minute to pop off, but when it does, it's really good. And one of the reasons I kind of wanted to max out on some of the wind targets was I'm playing 5 wind targets, was specifically because of Tempest. Tempest and discarding one of these can search the Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, which just reads banish any dragon, summon itself, and then once per turn special any dragon from your grave or your hand. So you're going to fill the grave with dragons very quickly. Banishing the dragon on the field can also trigger its effect. This guy's just amazing. He just does everything. It's just more value, more big guys. I've just accidentally cut him from the deck, but it's fine. We just won't save that change. This deck's weird. I'm on to Dark Core as like my only removal outside of Blaster, because the only card I'm really afraid of is Yugioh. Yugioh can kind of shut me down because I can't swing over it once it gets too big, so I do need something else on top of just popping with Blaster, because popping will just cause this to detach. I'll play the 1 Avarice because, you know, I think late game you're going to have enough that you can throw back without really turning off your graveyard. The 1-for-1s are just to get the Scientist. This can get back any banished card, including whatever we banish off of the Red Eyes Darkness Metal. 3 Super Rejuvenation because it's an auto-include in this deck, and 2 Dragon Carnation just to get stuff back. I was considering some funny stuff like Wing-Bearded Giant Dragon as like a Harpy's Feather Duster or Heavy Storm type effect, and a Burst Breath, which is also like a kind of board wipe. I decided against it. I think they're a bit inconsistent. It's kind of not really worth it. In the extra, I'm playing 3 Magical Scientist targets, Armory Arm, which I can make with DD Sprite and any of the rank 3 dragons or level 3 dragons. Crimson Blader, I think, is one of the most important cards, especially in the mirror match. Make this with any ruler plus DD Sprite. Pretty much just turns off your opponent's deck if you do manage to get a kill in with it. Magical Android, it's a 5, it's generic, it gains life points, it's okay. Scrap Dragon, probably the actual best generic rank 8, just because popping cards is good. Cowboy, I can make, there's lots of level 4s in here. It could come up. This, with the Scientist play, and also sometimes if you don't want your dragons to bounce back to hand in the opponent's end phase, you can put them under this and turn them into something that sticks around. Gauntlet Launcher, again for the Scientist play. Lavalval Chain can be just Foolish Burial in a pinch. Leviair, you can, make this with the level 3s in here. It can bring back random bits and pieces. Utopia, it's in here just to fill space, and the only actual level 7 that is specifically a level 7 is number 7, Lucky Straight. If I get the 7 off on this, I'll be very happy, but I don't predict that I will. So how this card works is it needs 3 level 7s, and you detach a material, roll a 6-sided die twice, and his attack becomes the largest number rolled times 700. So 7 6s, it's quite a big number. Then if the total roll, so both dice together, was exactly 7. Now 7 is the most likely result on 2 dice, but not by enough to rely on that consistently. You get to activate one of these effects. Send all other cards on the field to the graveyard. Special summon anything from your hand to your graveyard. Or Graceful Charity. And on top of that, he's going to be getting big as well off the first effect. So there's a world out there where you summon this turn 1, and you Graceful Charity, and he becomes 1 billion attack. Well, he'll be exactly 7 7s at that stage. But no, the result can vary. Never mind. It's funny. Listen, the main thing about this card is very funny. But yeah, that is kind of the deck. I feel like you kind of have to see this in action to understand how it actually is going to function consistently, and I don't think it's actually consistent. That's not the word I would use to say it. It's weird, and it's not like this deck would have been constructed in real life just because we lack a lot of hard-to-pull consistency pieces. We have no Sacred Sword of the 7 stars. We don't have 3 of all the rulers. We're just missing stuff. Other things are banned. We don't Draco Sack, we don't Big Eye. This is kind of what we had to make do with. But again, I am quite happy with it. I think it can really pop off if you manage to find Tempest and one of these, or just hard draw the Red Eyes Darkness Metal. The deck can go crazy. But let's hop in these games now and see how we do. Oh, I still have the fucking canine deputy cow.
It's just part of the Ebog for this stage. Oh, by the way, welcome to all the viewers to... It's no longer Ebog Progression Series. We are now playing Ebog of Modern Yu-Gi-Oh!
It's true, yeah.
Ebog Dragon Ruler
This is
series.
the 51st episode as well.
This is the 51st episode.
So, old Yu-Gi-Oh! Died after 50 episodes exactly. Oh, I didn't want to have to choose.
There you
Old
go.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
I
dies
hate
after... Old Yu-Gi-Oh! dies after 50 weeks when you selectively choose which hidden arsenal weeks to actually play weeks and which one to just do this up.
Yeah, that's how it works.
This is
Now,
such
a man volition with 30 cards still in deck. Well, let's
You're
Oh,
a little penis. Man.
Dragon Rulers. Dragon Rulers. Dragon Carnation.
And then I draw 5. 1, 2, 3.
So Blaster Redox in rotation already for Nile.
Mhm.
Alright, Air Destruction on.
Card destruction, very good with Super Rejuvenation.
Thinking.
It is sounding a little bit of key in his hand.
Okay, I play Dragon Ravine.
Okay.
Never mind.
And
This.
So Connor's gonna go -4 here.
yeah,
Well, it's a good thing the dragon deck has a card that just says refill your hand in it. Okay,
Yeah,
just-
I'm presuming this. Well, you see, if he sets Super Rejuve,
it won't
can't
activate
activate
the.
yeah. So.
yeah, that's true.
I want to send something to Grave. Sorry. Welcome everyone to the Drizzly Bear Progression Series.
I hope Connor fucks this up and he only records his mic.
We'll see.
Can you see our audio levels doing anything? Like,
In the mixer, yes, I can.
yeah, okay, then we're fine.
We're fine. We're fine.
Yeah.
And can
Okay,
I
anyway.
see my own? I can. I'm very loud, actually. I should probably move my mic back a bit. All right. To the graveyard, I will be sending one Eclipsey Boy.
Fuck.
A good one.
And I'll be declaring one Eclipsey Boy on
You're
resolution.
banishing a level 7 light or dark dragon monster. 7 or higher, light or dark dragon.
Oh yes, it is not completely busted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't get to just get any of the Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon.
And we're gonna do this so that we don't die.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, there is a good chance that Niall could just fucking put.
I think I could be dead, but I might not be dead. Your turn.
Oh, let me read this guy. Card
So-
battle with one monster, you banish both, and then they come back. And he gets an extra attack if it's an Xyz monster.
If it's an Xyz monster, yeah.
Start turn. Send my main. So let me just think. How do I out this guy?
There's one card I can think
Smash and grind.
of. There's many cards that do it. Like,
Sure.
I do have cards that do it, but or do I have them now? Let me think the best way to order this. We're gonna declare Blaster and Grave, banishing these two for cost.
Mhm.
Special Blaster will trigger the Redox because it's banished. We'll add
Mhm.
a Earth Dragon, and so we'll add Reactant.
Yeah.
We will pitch Reactant and Stream for Stream's effect.
for shame, cool.
It's a special summon title.
Mhm.
And then we will pitch Burner and Tempest for Burner's effect. Special summon
Another blaster.
another Blaster.
Cool.
And we're gonna
Oh.
try it.
Yeah.
Real.
What's this?
What the fuck?
We are going to high roll it because I actually do
Roll a
not have
six-sided die twice.
an accessible. I'm going to declare Detaching Blaster. Do you
Okay.
have any response?
No.
So if he rolls exactly
7.
a 7, or if he rolls a 6 or a 5 as his high roll, it can walk over
Well, I can't
the
walk
Galaxy
over
Eyes,
it,
but
is the
also
problem.
the
Yeah.
problem. He simply
Anyway,
needs to
yeah.
roll exactly average.
6.
Wow.
Come on, 1.
I need to roll.
Well,
Alright,
he's big.
well, he's really big.
Do you get another roll because you rolled double 6?
I wish.
So he's 4,200. So Niall, I want you to
Right.
put 4,200 counters on.
He's 42 hundreds. You know, I think we will just set,
Mm-hmm.
go to end phase,
Mm-hmm.
and read you for I think 6.
Okay, so
It was
Um,
no, it's just 4 I think.
you pitched
Yeah, you
Reactant
pitched-
and Stream.
reacted in stream for stream's effect, and then
It was 2
burner and
instances of
tempest.
maybes, was it? Or
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
And
then
Blaster
the
was
other
in
one
grave.
was Blaster was in grave already.
yeah,
so
yeah,
just
so
draw
4.
4.
Yeah.
Just draw 4. Just refill your entire hand.
Mm-hmm.
That's the end of my turn.
Draw.
I
Stand-
love this.
stand by
Dragon
me.
Rovers without a win con.
Yeah. Well, I didn't predict that Galaxy Eye's Photon Dragon would be hitting the field.
Looks like my play on the first turn wasn't the worst thing I could do. I really wanted Dim Fusion to go off before your turn, because obviously you could fill your grave before me.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me,
I think I have somewhat misestimated the power level of decks this week. I may need to do some deck building very quickly.
Can I get a... Can I get a...
You're discarding
For
the
cost.
White Stone of Legend.
What is this dragon pile?
Don't worry about it, fellas.
Insane.
Do not worry. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's okay.
I'll be sending... I think I have to declare this on activation, but sending something to grave if that's okay.
I think this is the first time Blue Eyes has been used in a deck.
Probably. Who got the Blue Eyes package? Was it you, Adam?
Adam
I
got
did,
it.
but I've never used it.
What do I want to send here?
I was thinking about it one week, but I didn't have any red MD, so I was like, eh. Never mind.
If only there were some other cards that synergized well with dragons. Crazy if they've ever done that.
Hmm.
Okay. I don't think it matters a whole lot what I send here, to be honest.
So we've discarded one for Super Rejuve.
We'll send idle, and then we'll declare Whitestone on a.
Yeah. The Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Mandatory effect, by the way.
I'll add a Blue Eyes White Dragon to my hand. Then let us. I suppose you don't have to let me do anything. It would be nice if you did. We can do this, yeah. I think that's a play that moves the game state forward. We'll banish
Imagine moving the game state.
Eclipse Wyvern and Zababy to attempt
Okay.
attempt to summon title from the grave.
Yeah, no response to that.
Grand. So we'll special out title.
Mm-hmm.
Let us normal Flamvel Guard.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to synchro for 8.
Mm-hmm.
Get out
Oh.
Scrap Dragon.
Scrap Dragon?
Oh, I thought
He
it was
does
gonna
have
be,
Scrap Dragon. Okay.
Then does this have any protection on Lucky Straight? Can I read this real quick?
It does not have any
It
protection.
is a 4200.
Oh, it only has ignition, not trigger effects. Okay. Now, what to do? I think I'll just have to pop my own Ravine. I'll declare Scrap Dragon, and I'll target this and your back row.
Yeah, I'll chain it.
Okay.
We'll add back the Redux.
This goes to grave.
Yeah.
Then let me make sure I've read my own guy correctly here.
Yeah.
So they
Yeah,
banish at the
it will-
start
It will banish at the start, yeah,
of the battle step. So that's
before damage calc.
yeah.
Okay, yes,
Before the
scrap
damage
dragon
step,
effect.
actually, it's on. Yeah, I will activate this to banish. And yours had 2 material when it.
Yeah, so when he comes back at the end of the battle phase, he'll be 4,000.
Yeah.
I will take 28.
And it comes back at the end of the battle phase. So I'll attempt
Yeah.
to leave battle phase now.
Yeah,
And then I'll put.
That's very silly.
and now you overlay for
Something that does 5200 damage.
Your guy comes back as well.
Your guy comes back as well. Oh,
oh yeah.
and he does have
So now you just have a 700 guy.
with no material.
Did you add Blaster back to your hand? Was it or
I added Redux.
Redux? Oh, because you banished Redux and Reactant. Okay. Main 2. Did I put anything good in?
Smashing ground.
Did I put anything good in here?
Imagine
Okay.
putting
Rank
good cards in
eights.
your deck.
We wait another turn.
I was like, yeah, you've just got like a 4k big beater on the board.
Stand by main. Well, that's the first step anyway. Let me think here. I'm gonna discard Reactant and Redox for Redox's effect.
Reborn.
To Reborn Redox.
Oh, can it target itself? That's very funny. Or did you have another one?
It's a monster in the graveyard. It says discard and then target. So it's like
It's like as long as you have a monster.
It's like the Light Sworns, yeah.
yeah.
You have a valid target to start, and then on resolution you can pick. Or not. Yeah, sorry, once you pay cost, you can.
Zombie master.
Yeah, and we're
Lumina.
gonna declare Blaster, banishing Tempest, and a Burner.
Mhm.
We'll go to Battle, and we'll try to crash with the Scrap Dragon.
Scrap Dragon effect is,
Oh, sorry, it's actually mandatory to trigger my Tempest when I banish it.
yeah.
It is not.
It's not Oh, I thought it was mandatory.
It's you can add.
Oh,
Well, Scrap Dragon is mandatory, so I'll
that's really
not be able to resolve that with effect. So
That's really fucks my whole turn. Fuck's sake.
Sacred Sword of 7 stars, 1 time, baby. That's not bad at all. Stand by main.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, I'm actually choking so hard. I forgot to do something else as well. Fuck's sake.
It's a tricky week. There are a lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
Does this just gains it indefinitely until it's banished again? If it gets banished again.
It left the field, so it's just a 700. Or is your guy you're talking about?
My guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, if he leaves the field and like
Yeah, he'll lose
Back,
it,
he will
and
be-
then
yeah.
he'll be a 3k again. Yeah.
it resets the effect. Yeah.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, the decks in the finals were a bad Dark World with 1 Grapha and Geartown Lightsworn, and this week we have this fucking mess that's going on already.
I'll just banish 2 babies to get
2-4
title from
title.
grave.
Yeah. I was gonna say which one. There's only 1 dragon ruler in your grave.
Yeah. Well, I could have one in hand as well.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's an activated
That's
effect.
all
Do you want
fine,
to?
That's fine.
I hope title is the only Dragon Ruler Connor has. He has 1 title. It's like, yeah, no, this is good.
Try to get over reacting.
Attack the Redox, yeah.
Redox, sorry. Do I get a PE minor for that?
You do, yeah.
And,
You're actually disqualified from Prog.
I'm just an EP boy.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Declare
Very funny to see him this week, but sure. Yeah. So a level
That's
6 or
okay.
lower.
6.
Crimson
Uh,
Sunbird, I see.
I'll do it again.
So we have 3 more activations. Magical Scientists.
What?
2
Rank
level 6
6.
fire type monsters.
Was it a hazy flame?
Is it bad?
No, it's much better.
Ah,
God,
yes.
that's not true.
Gauntlet Launcher is
Pop.
Mm-hmm.
this is not once per turn.
Pop. Yeah.
That's
It's not once per
crazy.
turn.
And that's the end of the game, maybe.
Potentially. Ooh.
We will discard Redox and Scarecrow, targeting
For-
Blaster.
Blaster, yep.
And then we will banish
Yeah,
two randos for the
Oh.
other
Hey, Niall,
blaster.
I think you already have lethal on board.
Want to make sure.
Niall, you already...
that's very lethal on board. Yeah.
Yeah.
Niall, you... No, go back.
Just check, just in case.
No. No, go,
Hank.
go. It's the Drizzly progression series. You come on. Wait, no. So wait. Why are the numbers still going down? No. Something's wrong. Something's wrong with my dueling book. You actually would have been off by 100. That's very funny. God damn it!
Ah, that was insane.
I forgot to build my deck, as you could hear before the fucking games. I was like, what do I put in my extra deck?
Oh yeah.
The main deck I literally had built from before Dragon Rulers were released. I just needed to remove the ones I didn't pull.
3, 3, 1.
Let's go K9.
Do I go first or not?
Pierce always be throwing K9.
I'm
What
going
is,
to
what is up with it?
Okay. Hmm.
Adam,
Yes.
I'm gonna ask, are you playing a base deck?
You'll have to see. Probably.
I might have been right to to go second.
Just think.
Here's with the 41 in deck, you'll love to see it.
What's
work
with
for
this
you.
9 card
The
extra?
nine-
9
extra, yeah.
card extra.
That's all I need, baby. That's all I need. All I need is 9 cards in the extra.
So you can extra have 1.5 times.
You can just extra twice.
Yeah, but it's not the full extra.
It's not the same.
It's not. If you're extra in for only 3, what do you do? Like,
There are some decks where the people in the Discord say, yeah, no, Prosby for 3 on turn 1 is the optimal play.
They're smoking dick balls.
that is yes, that is.
It's because
smoking
you
hot.
cannot banish more than like 4 cards from
From
the
the
extra.
extra.
fucking up your game plan.
Then it is a
Then you shouldn't
bad
be playing that
strat.
card. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Goblinberg, let's go.
All right. Okay.
Alan Boxer Glassjaw.
Goblinberg
Goblinberg
goes to
goes to
defense.
Yeah, Goblinberg, notably not a battling boxer himself.
Yeah, notably not a battling boxer. I know this.
Hold on, you don't know that. You can't just say that.
Maybe in a future career.
No, this is tricky.
And
Like,
if you overlay into Legio.
Oh, okay, that's a good one. It's maybe if Pierce is on rulers, it's bad, but
yeah, I don't know. It's a gamble.
It's a
It's
card.
a gamble. It's
Gamble.
a gamble.
If Pierce is on something strange, this is good.
Ooh.
Pierce is on that
This
TwitchCon
one-
strange.
This one's a bad hand. I'm gonna normal summon Manju of the 10,000 Hands.
Okay.
Excuse me?
Declare its effect.
Oh yeah.
Are we? Is this Gishki week?
Is this okay?
Fine. Yeah, that's fine.
I am going to add to my hand a ritual monster. I'm going to add to my hand Gishki Zeal Gigas.
Oh,
This is a Gishki week. It couldn't be.
Couldn't possibly be.
Could not possibly.
And then I'm going to set
Oh,
3 cards, and I'm going to pass my turn.
we've seen
evenly
Gishkis,
spaced out.
but it may not be Gishki week.
He's got 3 back rows, so he's not like he's fine.
I really hesitated to put the middle one in that column because I'm like, oh no, that's the Imperm column. I can't do that. Imperm not released for about another 5 years at this stage.
3 back row is.
It's good. It's excellent. I really like it.
I don't like it. I'm not a fan.
Whoa,
Yeah,
that's a big contrast there, folks.
Hate to not have Feather Duster.
I don't know what to do. I don't want to get blown out, like, because I feel like if I do,
I
it's
normal
just-
summoned Manju. last turn.
I know,
Maybe.
I know, but like, still, I don't know.
How is he getting to
Very-
10 stars? This week, there's no playable monsters with high star line, so you'll be fine.
Absolutely none. 0.
He's only got 9 in the extra deck. Yes!
Goblin
Go.
Bird. No.
No, okay, that's fine.
It also doesn't switch to defense.
Yeah.
A blessing in disguise.
We are.
Okay, moving to defense is actually the last thing the Goblin Bird does.
Yeah, it does it on resolution, which is
And also
funny to me.
after
Yeah.
that.
Part of the effect, yeah. Not like some cards. What's going on with Goblinberg? Is he like the Red Baron or something, or is he just?
He's Charles Lindbergh.
Is
He's
he?
a goblin.
Oh, it went over my head. I did not understand the reference.
Now, Pierce, is that racist? Is
Yep.
is this card
Um,
racist? Is that what we're getting at? Rapondra?
No, I have no response.
Oh, okay.
No, that's not what I want. There you go.
I would keep the Saku on the field till he goes.
I will. In my turn.
Interesting.
Wait, did you attack with the Goblinberg or not?
No, you didn't.
Right. It's just
Not
because
declare an attack.
he double declared with the
I'm going to activate Gishki Aqua Mirror. So I must tribute monsters from my field to my hand whose total levels equal the level of the ritual monster I will ritual summon. So I will be ritual summoning Gishki Zilgigas for 10 stars.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
That'll
don't
be-
even have to show the monster beforehand, by the way.
I will be pitching Gishki Vision, who you may notice only has 2 stars, but he has an effect that says
He counts as the whole.
counts as the
shebang.
entire requirement for a ritual
Ah.
summon of a
Yeah,
water
he's
ritual monster.
a goofy little guy, to be honest.
I'm going to declare the
Or he-
effect of Gishki Zilgigas, paying 1,000
Okay.
effects. That is the chat.
Love to
that okay?
LP in the chat.
That's fine.
So I'll be drawing a card, revealing it, and then if it was a Gishki monster, shuffle a card from the
Yeah.
field into the deck. So I will
And that's
simply
all the one effect.
banish one, so I will
Okay.
shuffle that back row into the deck.
We are going to chain it.
No, no,
cannot.
you've let the effect resolve
You have to let
already
the effect resolve.
when he paid 1,000.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's why I
Well.
asked if it was okay.
Chouflé.
Bad.
Can I go further here?
Right, Goku. Take it easy.
I'll pitch another Gishki Vision, who can search for a Gishki
This deck is
ritual monster.
disgustingly
I'll
consistent.
search for a Gishki Zilgigas.
Yeah.
I'll just go to battle and we'll.
Yep.
How much
So
is
it's
that?
30. It's 32 in total.
Oh yeah, because you're minusing the 14. Yeah.
And I will say over to you. I just need to draw one of 5 cards in my deck and I'm fine.
Brother, you have 46 damage on board.
Thinking. One sec.
Yes, I'm also playing a ritual archetype, Connor, which means it's very hard for me to get guys on board.
What are you talking about? I haven't classically within this series struggled to make a ritual archetype go off. Not even
I can do
once.
You can sometimes just be short. In fact, like my
crazy.
optimal turn 1 does 7,200 damage with 2 10 stars and a 2-star on board.
Yeah, this is why Gishki would run Gustav Max, because they can overlay the 2 Zealgigas.
That's really fun.
TK.
Pierce, you won't have a problem running short. You're the tallest in the crew.
Is Null taller than me?
I thought we had this
Probably
discussion
not.
last week.
No, I'm like just under 6 foot.
I'm pretty much bang on 6 foot, so yeah.
I was gonna say you both give off exactly 6 foot energy.
No, I'm a little under.
Evan might be taller than me.
Likely.
Evan I think is taller than us, yeah.
Well,
Well, switch
hitter.
Okay,
That's
so you get
okay.
any special boxers this turn.
That is somewhat annoying because you do just get to make the big guy.
It's almost like, Zealgigas has text on it though.
He has to hit though. It has
Yeah,
to be
he
a
has to
Gishki
hit.
monster.
That's true.
yeah. I mean, I don't know what else I can do is the thing, so I'm just kind of going for it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That back row though. I mean, yeah, it's got its effect, but I mean, whatever. We're just gonna
Yeah.
attack.
Yeah, well, like he has to hit, it's not guaranteed.
Yeah, I'll take 800. Andrew survived way longer than I thought he would.
It's been
Yeah.
2 turns.
I expected him to die like immediately.
Yeah, not long for this world.
I thought Adam would crash the Goblinberg.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
thinking about it, but
keeping the material on board and keeping like, a
Yeah,
fucking
I
damage
get,
Yeah.
I get why you want to keep it. Yeah,
Okay, now Adam, eat the Gishki Zilgigas while he's not looking.
pay 1,000. This is where you can respond. Okay, well. Okay,
Well,
you draw it.
well, I draw it and I reveal it.
Yeah.
That's
that
the easiest way.
is
You cannot declare an
annoying.
attack or be tributed. Is the
He-
problem?
It's already
Yeah.
resolved, Adam. So.
yeah. No, it's
Oh, you're just saying that. That's
Yeah.
scary.
Banish breakthrough skill 2.
Oh,
Yeah, I forgot I could just do this.
the deck's one weakness. It's bad.
Um, unfortunately, I don't have anything else to do because this is a ritual
Yeah.
deck. Take 1,000. Mean two. Yeah, I'll just salvage back the two visions in my
That's so funny.
grave.
Picketing. It's just
Pitch.
pot of greed from the grave.
Pitch vision to go grab Gust Kraken. Pitch vision to go grab Mind August. I'm just hitting my deck here so that I have better draws.
Just in the deck, yeah, so you don't draw into these.
If you're not careful, I'll be gust cracking my dick on those cheeks. Collie, put that in. Make it louder, actually.
You are entirely in control of the audio.
Well, no, he does have to send it to me.
Yeah, it's not like I'm getting away with all of this. You can just mute
No, but
parts of the audio
you
track.
selectively mute everything else apart from this.
I just get it in the audio is like 10 minutes. I'm like, Connor, what did you do?
Okay, this is probably over. We'll go Abyss, go grab Aquamirror. Sorry, Abyss grabs a Gishki monster, so I'll grab Gishki Shadow and pitch Gishki Shadow for Aquamirror. I'm sure.
Okay. Yeah, you just skip the step. Yeah.
I
it's
just
fine.
skipped a step.
Yeah.
Then we drew another salvage. So we'll do this. We'll go Aquamirror,
Yeah.
pitch Mind August, summon Gust Kraken.
yeah.
I could just Mind Con anyway.
Oh yeah, it doesn't have to be face up.
It doesn't have to be face up.
Adam was 2 base.
Oh, I love the Electric Virus.
Electric Fire is
too.
crazy tech. Pearson
Crazy,
crazy
yeah.
Spain person deck. So.
Oh boy. Oh baby, a triple.
Alright, so if Niall wins this now, I think it's impossible for anyone else to catch up to him.
Like it can happen, but it's
I think-
inconceivable.
I think
in a
because
real
I-
life.
It can happen, but it's also
Because I
impossible.
win the final, if I get
Uh,
second, I think it's still possible because it's me.
It's possible, but it's very implausible because like you
Im-
would have
improbable.
to go on a streak of dominance where I do not win a single game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is entirely out of my hands because
So you're relying on Connor
Adam
having to gatekeep me every week.
Look, if I have to go on estrogen so that I can gatekeep girl boss you, like that's what it takes, man.
The die will decide my fate. The die has decided my fate. I will be going second. Please draw me into Feather Duster.
Against the ruler deck?
This is a hand. Cards.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
Oh,
Let's go, baby. Let's
yeah,
go.
well, I-
Yeah, that's fair.
Thank you, Striking
Idle
Two.
effect.
Oh, that's
Cool.
fair.
Dump.
Take a big fat dump.
Can I get a?
What do I actually want to fucking dump here?
Can I get a?
I'm just gonna dump another title.
Okay. Title them title. Save titles in rotation. Yeah. I mean, Lip Bummer.
Nah, man.
Sure. Vanish. Cool.
Thinking here.
Wind Blast.
Get him back on top of the deck.
Okay.
That's not bad. It's not the worst.
Well, I am a ritual archetype playing with 0 cards in my hand.
I have to pass.
Against the deck that has all of the card advantage ever known to man.
I really wish I had just kept the title in my hand now, so that I could pitch that off of Phoenix Wing instead. Do I have a way to make this work?
I mean, I'm not exactly presenting a threat right now, anyhow. So, you know.
You know the card off the top, you know.
Yeah, he knows the card off the top, but he also could see that I couldn't do anything with my hand last turn, and I have a banished guy.
Yeah.
I'm doing a lot of maths here to see connect
Okay.
with you.
Folks, check back in with us in exactly like 43 seconds, at which point either piece will say, I've lost, or that's the end of the game. Okay.
Yeah.
It's leaning towards I have lost.
Oh!
Judge, she's stalling.
Chin up.
Flip Gishki aerial.
Aerial flip at a Gishki monster. Okay.
Yeah. We had to add any Gishki monster.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good when you have more than one card in your hand. And you only have 4 stars on board. Let me check my extra deck real quick.
Question for Niall here. Not because
Ophion needs dark monsters.
Ophion needs 2
Elsewhere
Elsewhere
monsters.
monsters, actually.
Yeah.
Funny guy.
That's a little shit, then, isn't it?
Ooh.
Yeah.
If you have the Phantom Knights of rank up Magic Force or Magic
Which does-
Launch,
Magic Launch, which does
Yeah.
not exist yet. If you
Somehow have a way
update
to
cards
put
from the
my
future.
Niall, it
Gishki
exists.
aerial to
Just not in our series yet.
Yeah, just pump it by 7k. Like, what's the problem?
I'll add Gishki Abyss.
He's
Normal Gishki Abyss. Add a
hold on,
Gishki
it's
monster.
it's
with
catching
1,000
catching
or
up for me. Yes, that's fine.
So add a Gishki monster with 1,000 or less defense.
Gishki Abyss, really good in the new builds that take advantage of Sprite and the new shit.
Yeah, it's a 2
New
star.
shit!
It's a 2, and it's not once per turn.
Oh, and it just says
whenever it's
summoned.
Summoned.
Yeah.
I'll add Gishki Shadow down.
Okay.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
I'll pitch Gishki Shadow. Go grab myself a Gishki Aquamarine.
Aquabear. Yeah.
And then I
Here.
wish I had a way to get that Gust Kraken back in my hand.
I think the biggest mistake Konami ever made was making ritual monsters require star lines equal to the number.
Yeah, Gishki Aquamarine is exactly equal.
Yeah.
Yeah, most older ones are.
We'll get in for 800. 800. Get in for 1,000.
1000.
We'll try get in for 26.
26.
He's-
Alright.
Gores
well,
and Tragodia are both not like legal anymore.
I did literally see Swift Scarecrow in Niall's
Yeah,
deck
yeah.
the last game, so
Where he's
I wonder what that card you drew off the top was.
he's kind of spin. Let me think here. What's the best way to do this?
Unfortunately, all my guys are small and in attack.
Activate DD or
Yeah.
Or fuck. Okay, discard your card. That's okay. And then just banish him again too.
Yeah, banish.
Special.
Too special.
D.
Your response?
No.
Declare to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shut up, man.
And here's where we go crazy. Banish title, special summon. DD Sprite.
Sprite?
Trigger.
Okay.
Trigger title.
Yeah.
We'll add stream. We will pitch stream and Tempest for stream effect.
Oh,
special
you do
title
have-
from deck.
Oh, it's a tuner. Yeah.
And then Tempest effect. Oh no, Tempest doesn't activate.
Well, first of all, we'll synchro 8.
Yeah.
Yep.
For scrap.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Is
Scrap
here?
fuck. Yeah. That's okay.
Tempest effect, banish these two. So.
Yep.
Scrap effect, target Tempest and the back row.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Sack.
Battle phase, attack over the title.
Yeah, 200. And am I taking 2k or 1800?
Yeah, I don't know which is better to get rid of. I think You have more 4s. But I don't know if equaling 8 is there. I'll get over the level 2 one. I think the levels matter more.
2000.
And because of DD Sprite as well, by the way, during my next standby phase, the title I banished will special itself.
Yeah.
Well, it'll actually return to the field, which is almost better sometimes. The distinction there. Aquamare, okay.
I drew it off the top.
Okay, he counts as the whole requirement.
Counts as the he's like vision.
Okay, pay 1,000. Draw a card.
Oh well, that's pretty good.
Still a good card, yeah.
I got out of my seat for a minute. What happened?
Pierce top decked the Aquamirror into.
I top decked the shadow.
Yeah, Shadow, so he could pay for Seal Gigas, but he whiffed off the draw, so. But he heard
Okay.
Pulse, so.
I did pull Compulse, but you're still pretty fucking good.
That deals with whatever I establish.
We'll just
battle phase.
get over
Okay, I'll take 400. Start turn,
Draw
standby
phase.
phase,
Get
draw
this fucker
phase.
back in the.
Okay.
Get him back in the fucking deck.
In my standby phase, title will return to the
Yeah.
main phase.
Still love Pierce's 9-card extra deck. It's very funny.
Oh, it's all you need, baby. It's all you need. I'm playing a ritual archetype. I don't
I
need
know.
a fucking extra deck. I could play a 2-card extra deck, and it would be fine. Double cowboy for game. I have like 2 ways of making cowboy in this deck.
I'm just waiting for Zeal Gigas to get me.
Banish these 2 special redox. Trigger the Tempest to search for a Radiant Dragon.
Yeah. Okay, so you're just sitting on guys.
I think that is.
Yeah, I mean it's a good play. Stops
Double
you
grab.
from dying.
This guy. I need something I can normal summon without having to rely on the rest of my hand. Sorry. I'm gonna switch this to attack.
He did special summon himself this turn.
It was return to the field.
It was return
Is
to
there
the
a
field,
distinction
yeah.
There?
Her in fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Go on. Yeah. That's...
Well, I mean, if you top deck the right thing, you might just be able to murder me. Main 2 will set. We have not normal summoned. Pass. You do just get to draw cards.
Yeah. I mean, I will just
Yeah.
draw another card.
See if you get to just get to shuffle anything.
Yeah, I'll shuffle the fucking redox back. Can I kill you? You searched for
I search for Red Eyes Wyvern.
who I know has 1600 defense. That's a lot of fucking defense. That's really annoying. Yeah, we'll
Banish 2 from your own title. Yeah.
yeah, we'll clear the board and get in for some damage.
Yeah. So that's 600. My kingdom for a magical scientist.
I mean,
This is not magical scientist.
you dead?
I might have a play.
Well, title will go back to my hand at the end of your turn.
Yeah, that's true. So I do just need to. But do you have fuel? You have enough fuel to summon it again.
I do have one more activation of them, yeah.
We will summon my ultimate creature, Pokey Draco.
Pokey Draco! Let's go! Yeah, you get a
Pokey Draco.
You got a Pokey Draco.
title here.
Yeah, I get myself a
Yeah,
title
one title effect here.
activation.
You guys are looking at the wrong card on the field. You're saying he gets another Pokey Draco.
I will add a Kishki monster to my hand.
Yeah. I do just die here because you just walk over the Pokey Draco.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the only play I had.
Yeah,
You could just banish the Pokey Draco on the thing.
You can't banish the ones on field.
No, but you had it in your hand. You could have just banished it.
Yes, true. But
Wyvern.
I was dead regardless. Like, you could have just...
Yeah, like I
Title
fucking
and
I
title,
searched Gishby.
I was off the top.
I mean, I had
upsetting.
another Manju in my hand. So
Did I have any other ridiculous bullshit in here? I don't think so.
and this just proves 41 card main deck supremacy because both me and Niall were in finals this week.
I mean, I can't argue that. I've been losing like a dog recently.
This I need to go and do the stats, but I cannot remember if I have ever beaten Niall 2 weeks in a row.
Well, this week, perhaps.
Before this.
Connor has triple ravine.
I opened a lot of Ebog packs. You see.
Niall, you have 2 of every Dragon Ruler and a red MD, and Magical Scientist, and 2 1-for-1.
Yes.
3 Rejuve.
Yeah.
So, there is a bit of an elephant in the room. Is
Dragon Rulers
you could spend
insane.
4 bans on the Dragon Rulers if you really want to, or we could come to some sort of special agreement. But that is, we'd have to all agree on it.
I mean,
I don't like the proposed solution that I don't know if we brought it up yet, of leaving the ability to use one legal card that uses Dragon Ruler in its name, like be it a baby or a big boy, because it kind of defeats the purpose of having like the ban list. But at the same time, I understand that it's like, well, there are like 6 cards that need to be banned right now or whatever, and it's just like.
Yeah, like, if you leave them, like, I don't know, if you just ban one, the deck is still playable. You can still slot, like, 2 Blaster into any fire deck and just abuse them. You can just, if you've got, like, 3 or 4, every Dragon deck just becomes absolutely busted.
Yeah, but I also
feel like there isn't, there's a reason Konami was just like, fuck it, and banned all of them at once.
But they also like took a while to do it. Like they banned the babies first because they're like, this will solve the problem.
Konami, notably as an intelligent company.
Konami also really wanted to sell Draco Sacks to people. So
Yeah.
Did anyone pull Draco Sack, by the way?
No.
I didn't. Thank God.
I did pull a secret rare Xyz monster from the set. It was the wrong one.
What one was it?
Cardinal. Firefist. Brotherhood of the Firefist Cardinal.
Yes.
Who's like not bad, but it's not Draco Sack,
yeah, he is not, Mecha Phantom Beast Draco Sack.
Okay, well, Connor does get to ban first, but
yeah, the discussion
do we
being
want to do anything about
Well, yeah, my proposed rule was
the 7-star shaped problem?
One card that says Dragon Ruler per deck, because Dragon Rulers as a deck are just unfair because they're too swingy. You can just vomit out your entire hand to graveyard every turn.
Well, mad, yeah.
But like, I feel like having one as like a little boss monster in like an attribute focused deck was fine. That's how they did it in the hat format,
for example.
Yeah, it was
or
fine.
Battle Boxer.
Battle Boxer can play Blaster, stuff like that. Like that's what how they did it in the hat format. And honestly, they were fine. Like, Dragon Ruler was like an okay semi-playable deck, but like even then, it was never like the best deck around then. And then they just banned them all anyway. And I remember around the time everyone was just like, oh, okay, I guess. Like it didn't seem like they were breaking the game or anything.
We could just limit them to 1 each. Rather than 1 Dragon Ruler per deck, you can have 1 of each attribute per deck.
I think my problem herein lies
more
that that means that they'll always be legal when I feel like, and I know we kind of talk about it in modern day. It's just like they're not that bad. I mean, they're fucked up right now, Unlimited.
Yeah,
and I'm finding it hard to articulate exactly what I'm trying to say here, but I guess my point is like they'll never be banned, whereas like I think the idea of like leaving them in the past is also good.
I mean, I if everyone doesn't agree, it's up to the banners. If someone just be like, it was just like, fuck it, I'm banning title or whatever, they can do that. Like that's up to them.
Yeah.
What's even the one that people would ban?
Yeah, like
First-
what
first
is
of all.
everyone?
So personally,
They're all fucked up.
Blaster's the biggest. I can see the kind of reasoning to want to get rid of him. But
So
Redox is also a monster reborn.
for me, it's Redox because I don't have him,
Yeah.
and the rest of my deck kind of
For me,
still
it's
goes
Tempest,
zoomy
'cause I
zoomy.
don't have him. Tempest, I don't have him, and he searches any dragon monster, which is insane.
Yeah. Adam is muted. That's
Now,
okay.
I will say, if your reasoning is that you don't have them, they are reprinted very soon in a side product we do get.
The
The
side product
Megatins.
is at the Megatins.
Megatins, they are.
We get
Megatins
they are
soon?
after Duelist Alliance drops.
Yeah, that's ages
Ah.
away.
That is not ages away. There's only like 4 weeks left in Zexal. And Duelist Alliance is week 1 of the next. So it's 5 weeks
8 months
It's
away.
6 weeks away.
It's just a week
Because
away.
It's the second
Just a week
of-
away.
It's the new Challengers week, rather.
I'm also looking
We
at
also
Judgment
only
of the
get
Light,
9 packs.
and I'm like, this kind of, I don't know.
Ju-
Depending on the
Judgment of the
side
Light
set,
is
it kind of blows.
Penis set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd like to play
Number Hunters.
the cool big dragon
side
guys.
Okay, but
Number Hunters is the side set, and it has the gimmick puppets who are in this week's History
Yeah.
of Jank.
like if you
Don't date the
severely
episode,
hurt-
Pierce.
hurt
Don't date the
deck-
episode.
If you want to severely hurt the deck but keep it legal, you could ban like Super Rejuvenation.
It wasn't played. It
like,
was played.
Super-
Sorry, you played it.
Super Rejuve and a Dragon
I did.
Ruler.
I drew 4 cards off of Super Rejuvenation.
In deck building, there were times where I would draw like half my deck because I would card destruction into a super rejuve and then super rejuve into a super rejuve in the end phase.
You
It
just
was
draw your whole deck.
so
You just draw your
funny.
entire deck.
Yeah.
There's probably a
Um,
way you could figure out a magical explosion FTK or something. Super Rejuvenation.
Yeah, I was kind of sleepy guy mode this week. Dragon Rulers was very easy guy mode to build, so I was just kind of like, whoa.
I put confiscation in literally this morning.
Even
like
then, it's
6
like it doesn't even do that much versus Dragon Rulers that in the
No, just
graveyard
fuck off.
can
I
summon
didn't-
themselves.
I didn't think there would be this many Dragon Rulers floating about. I know they're only rare. I know.
30
I know.
rares.
Yeah.
I know. But I didn't think people would be all in on them the way used to were.
You know what?
They'd
Actually,
be like, "Nah,
this
nah,
I was
is
they're-
surprised.
this card was really fucked up, and I hate it. I'm gonna ban number 7, Lucky Streak. No, oh. I will ban.
Oh.
I will ban a card
So
because
we're
I
not
lost
doing
first.
any special agreement. So we're all on the same page there.
I'm just like, I find it hard to commit to the special agreement. I feel like once they're banned and they're done with.
Okay.
But
Yeah, we are very unlikely to
we're like
have
2 to 2 on the vote. I think if Adam is
I-
not with me
No,
on
I'm
this,
still-
that's okay.
I'm with you. I still think
The
that,
Himbo Alliance is strong.
yes. I don't know. Like, I don't like making special, rules. I know they're busted, and they will take up like 4 bans or whatever. But
Yeah, that's fine.
also like, it depends because I know you said, oh yeah, so if you keep it 1 each or whatever, or 1 per deck, you could have it as like a boss monster for an attribute based deck. But some people, like, I don't know, some people are just gonna have an advantage because, for example, like, I don't have Tempest and stuff.
Yeah, that's fair. I
and-
don't know. We could make it a rule where everyone gets a 1 if you want to do that.
Yeah, see, that's
like
that's too
redistribute them.
much.
Just
Like,
That is,
You're adding
they,
on
yeah,
top
that
of
they're
it.
adding extra conditions. I get it. Kind
Yeah.
of goes against the spirit of Prog.
yeah,
I think my other
Yeah.
thing is like they could be at 1 and then we could still be like, yo, ban that, it's a blowout or something later on,
Yeah,
depending
also,
on how strong it
we
is,
would
you know.
still play
Well,
it. We would still
that
play
was
it
my
for
thought.
ages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my thought. That like, yeah, you can have 1 of each Dragon Ruler card, and then if any of them are still too strong, you can just ban them.
Okay. Because that
was
doesn't
my
that doesn't
thought with it.
immediately seem I don't know the whatever way it's like presented, it felt like they're in this special class of like protected card that's like no they're
Yeah,
at 1
I-
each, that's
I-
our
I-
rule.
Any
I-
card is always eligible to be banned.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we should just leave them the way they are. Just ban them, like
Yeah.
cards. Because at the end of the day, they are just cards. They are broken, but
And I think there's enough of an imbalance that either they'll win and they'll get banned, or they won't win and they won't get banned, you know?
Well, the thing is as well, I think if you ban 2 of them this week, which, like, if Connor bans Redox because he doesn't have it, and then Adam bans Tempest because he doesn't have it,
Yeah.
that shuts off the ability to, like, monster reborn anything and also search anything.
Yeah.
And it means that, like, all your super redos and shit, like, get way worse because you're just going way, way down on names.
Yeah. I will say that does not hurt Pierce's deck at all.
Who did win the week
It did win the week.
versus Dragon
It does
Rulers.
shit out a 3200 guy that non-targeting shuffles a guy back into the deck and draws a card.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound.
It can.
It can, and it did twice.
I love conditional Nightmare Unicorn.
At the very least, it draws you a card, which I think is already really good.
Shuffle one card from the field into the deck is a little fucked up.
Does not target at all.
Yeah, the more I look at my deck this week, I'm like, wow, this deck is actually fucked up.
It's so consistent.
I have
Everything searches
two
everything.
Feather Duster, 2 Dark Bribe, 2 Breakthrough Skill, a Mind Con, 2 Title.
I do like this deck. Usually I look at other people's deck and I'm like, how did that? Why did But this I'm like, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool, guy.
The only cards that I'm playing 2 of that aren't maxed out are like Typhoon because I have 2 Feather Duster and Saku because it's not that great.
Yeah.
I only have 2 Compulse. I'm pretty sure. I need to double check my collection.
So another problem here with the banning thing is that Red MD is also fucked.
Yeah, it is.
There are a lot of fucked up cards. I think off the top of my head there are 4 Dragon Rulers, Red MD, Magical Scientist, Super Rejuvenation, Harpy's Feather Duster, Gishki's Neil Gigas.
Hold on. Harpy's Feather Duster not eligible.
Can't be banned. Yeah, it's not eligible.
It's okay.
Mind Control. Yeah,
Mind Con.
the other fucked up card in my deck.
Yeah. Pierce did just get to basically Pot of Greed from Grave with Salvage as well, which is also very funny.
I'm not banning Salvage,
Imagine-
man.
imagine-
I'm not banning Salvage.
Imagine banning
Tachyon
Salvage.
Galaxy.
No, but I think that's a reason to kind of hit the consistency of Gishki.
Yeah, no, I understand. The loss has really gotten to your head. Don't.
It is.
No,
my counterpoint to this.
I'm
if you'll allow me,
being facetious.
My counterpoint to this is that Gishki is a funny little goofy guy deck.
This was my excuse for gadgets. Don't listen to it.
Gadgets are not funny goofy little guys.
Pierce
they're
is
literally
winning me
colorful
over.
little robot friends here.
Ooh, they are friend shaped actually.
If I win another week with Gishki, sure, fucking murder the deck. I mean, just ban Zeal Gigas and it does nothing.
I think Niall could have made Crimson Blader depending on how he was feeling about the back row, but that's obviously situational.
The back row was Saku, and I knew it was. So
Oh, you
I
knew it was a
lost the
Saku?
game. It's Pierce. Pierce always has Saku.
Pierce does always have Saku set.
Love to only have 2 Saku in my deck.
Pierce could run 1 Saku, and he would always have it.
I mean, Breakthrough Skill would have done the same. Combos would have done the same.
Yeah.
See, I want to ban Red MD, right? But also, I have Eclipse Wyvern. So when Red MD gets reprinted in Joey's world, and I obviously get it.
I also only have 1 of it, and I've sat on it for so long because there was not a playable Dragon deck.
Yeah.
Dragon Rulers get hit enough, I'll probably just get phased out of what I'm playing.
Until Dragon Link becomes...
Until Dragon Link, yeah, but by
Yeah.
that point everyone will have a chance to get one because they reprint this thing like 80 times.
Yeah.
Also, I think
my-
Scientist is a funny little guy. I don't think he's that busted all the same, but I did lose to it explicitly, so I'm like,
Kind of busted when you can just shit out Gauntlet Launcher to pop 2 things.
Look,
forget about that.
I forgot Gauntlet Launcher existed. That's on me. I wasn't playing around Gauntlet Launcher.
Gauntlet Launcher is funny.
My opinion on this is that Super Rejuve and one of the Dragon Rulers should go.
I'll
We are not
I'll
limiting
commit.
the Dragon Rulers.
I'll commit to banning Redox, Dragon Ruler of Boulders.
Fringe.
I think we're
Hopper.
Yeah.
what was that funny little guy that Nal summoned? Pokey something.
Pokey Draco.
Pokey Draco.
Pokey Draco, yeah.
We're
Yeah,
underestimating.
I think we're missing the real
Underestimating
thread here.
My most
Insane
feared
power of
beast.
Pokey Draco.
We got him another Pokey Draco.
Yeah,
Adam, you
I will
banning
ban.
Super Rejuve?
I will ban.
I'll ban a light in the dark.
Super rejuvenation.
Yeah, it's bad. The card is insane. So yeah.
Well, let's see how things go next week with Dragon Rulers.
Does my deck change much? It does. It changes a lot, actually.